There we go. What's up, Booster family? Facebook guys out there, hello and welcome. We're on with another live session, and this one is going to be a good one because we're talking about lives. And as you guys know, I'm actually very passionate about streaming lives and doing as much live sessions as possible. So as a lot of you guys know, I get most inspiration out, the content for my lives, I get it mostly out of daily topics and stuff, and just generally speaking. Watching, oh, we got Ashley on here, hello, we got Sach on here, cool guys, people joining in, that's amazing, great to have you all on here, great to have you on the live, and that's why lives are so important. As I said, most of my content for the lives I get through daily inspiration, and today I wrote an article for a friend of mine, and she's just releasing her ebook, and she asked me if I would write a few words about doing Facebook Lives. Hi Tzach, great to have you in here. So yeah, and I thought that it's gonna be maybe like time to set up a new live session by talking about lives, because they're so important these days. And I just realized that when I was kind of like writing down this article for her, and on the other side, we're kind of like signing up a few new customers at the moment, either for the booster program or for the new mastermind we're setting up. Still 2 spots left, guys. If you want to join the Ultimate Mastermind, hit me up. But yeah, everyone is like, oh, I don't want to do the lives, you know, like, and I'm just like, look, if we work together, if we make that happen together, if we build your online business through social media, if we do the marketing on social media, you're going to do lives. And another side, as most of you guys know, Lisa, which is watching as well, hey Lisa, she hates lives too. And I know so many people they really hate doing lives. And I can understand, because it's weird, right? You're just kind of like talking into this camera, you're looking at yourself, and you get all these weird little pops up from people popping in, and yeah, Lisa, you know I like that. Just people popping in and stuff like that. So it is weird, and it's still sometimes it's weird for me. I'm very lucky, I feel kind of like comfortable in front of a camera. I like to talk anyway all the time, but I know a lot of people struggle these days to do the live sessions. But what I want to say here is, like, guys, it's just like super important you do lives, because the way the road you're going down at the moment, you're building your online business, you're building your online empire, you might be already there, you might want to improve, or you're just setting up everything. It doesn't matter where you are walking around in an unreal world, okay, where the world is full of yeah, Lisa, look, we're really lucky, we're two. One day I get you back on the lives. Yeah, so you're walking through this unreal world, right? Which is like the online world, is like the social media world. This world is full of scams and full of cheaters and everything. So if you want to be real, if you want to talk to your customers, if you want to talk to your clients, to your leads, you're going to set up lives, because it makes you real, right? And there is no way to avoid that. If you want to bring your business to the next level, you're going to talk face to face to your audience, because these days what people want, they want to consume, okay? First of all, they want to consume, and on the other side, they want to interact. Right? And doing a Facebook Lives gives you just like the perfect opportunity to combine these two things. Yeah, you give people the chance to interact with you, because you're real and you show your face, right, all the time. And as maybe some of you guys remember, like 2 months ago, almost 3 months ago, I did a challenge where I was setting up a challenge for 10 weeks, and I was doing 70 lives in a row over 10 weeks, every day 1 live session. It kind of like drove me crazy, okay? But I hopefully never ever have to do this again. But to be honest, it increased my followers. I could grow my group. People went crazy for that, you know, like, and if you do your lives on a daily basis and you show your face all the time on social media by being present for your leads and your customers and everyone else out there, people really believe you, because then they know you're real. So be real on these lives, you know, like show your face, and it doesn't have to be perfect all the time, you know, like talk about the struggle, talk about what's going on in your life, you know, like drive value, drive content through these lives, but give your unreal world, the one you want to work with if you do online business, right, give them a chance to interact and to connect with you on at least half real base. We got Jenny on it. Jenny, I hope you're back in Bali, right? As far as I know. I'm not sure. Cool. Thanks for watching. Ashley is asking. Let's go quickly do the comments, okay? Because we've got a few comments coming in. The ones I'm not going back to, I will answer all of you guys after the live, okay? Because I love to do lives, but multitasking, I'm just absolutely horrible, and I struggle to focus, so I get lost in the whole thing. But let's see, do you only do lives in your group or on a page profile too? Ashley, to be honest, I like to do my lives in my group, because on the group, this is where I want to create value, because that's kind of like my store, right? Where I got like all my followers, members, customers, leads, and everyone in there. So I prefer to do them on the group. Maybe even if I have a bigger outreach on my private profile, I do them every now and then on my private profile, but I'd say like 80%, 70 or 80%, I push through the group, because this is where I create value, right? My private profile is just like a business card, you know, like a business card I'm giving away to people. This is just like to give like the basic information about myself, but the group is my store, and that's where I want to create value. So yes, I do most of my life in the group, to be honest, and I think that's kind of like the most powerful tool. There is another very, very important point if you do lives, because Facebook wants people to stay in your group as long as possible, okay? So they want to see your members staying in your group, and as you guys know, I'm a big fan of groups, and I highly recommend every online business owner just start running a group, because that's exactly where the magic happens. So Facebook and the algorithm wants you to stay, wants your member to stay as long as possible in your group. By setting up lives, hopefully you got quite a few views and people watching the whole thing through. It can be the review and it can be the live view, but people stay in your group. Let's say you do a live for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or you do like an interview, even better, because then you don't even have to create the content on your own, and then it's going to be like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and people watching that all the time through, which makes Facebook realizing that a lot of people stay in the group for quite a while, and it ranks you up in the algorithm. If you're getting up in the algorithm, you have a bigger outreach, okay? So you get more organic traffic into your group. People are going to see you much more. People are going to search much more for that. So it's really, really, really helpful to do that in the group and to get the outreach to the whole thing, to make it happen out there. So yeah, choose the group and trick the algorithm by having people as long as possible on your live, and then it's going to be very, very helpful. And that's what I realized when I did the whole challenge, and people were just like joining in daily. We grew the group very, very quick. First of all, it was like we could do like 50 members up to 100 members a day just by pushing it and pushing it constantly. That was kind of like when the booster group was growing massively, because we were just pushing content. That's just such a super, super helpful tool. So smashing it out there is just creating value and giving it all to the people in. And that's kind of like what it's all about these days, right? Cool. Another thing I just mentioned before is like doing interviews. I know sometimes it's very, very hard to get all the content done on your own, and you're running out of content and you just don't know what to talk about, because not everybody is like me and just like constantly talks. So in this case, do interviews, right? Invite people into your group and do an interview with them. That's very, very beneficial. People stay for a long time, so it ranks you up in the algorithm. On the other side, you don't have to create the content, and it makes you look very established in your business, because you are kind of like the host, and you do all this, you bring all these guests in, which is cool because you drive a lot of value. And as you guys know, information overload, bringing value, that's what it is these days. That's what you have to create. That's the content you have to constantly smashing out. So bringing people in your group and doing interviews with people is just as beneficial for you, for your group, and for the other interview partner as well, because you give them a platform to promote their businesses and their services, so everyone is kind of like super happy about what's going on. Do lives, even if you hate it, even if you don't like it, and even if you are, you know, like Lisa said, at least we are two, so I'm gonna do the live and she does all the other beautiful work, which I appreciate, babe, thanks for that. But if you're on your own and you don't have anyone who does the lives for you, go into it, okay? Start doing it, start smashing out content, do them short, but do them spontaneous, set them up, announce them if you do interviews, or even if you talk about a very interesting topic, make your group members excited about what's going on, focusing on, and then just smash it out, okay? And every time when you do that, you get more and more confidence in it, okay? But in my case, like doing all these lives over the, how do I know, like in the last year I don't know even how many 100 lives I created. It's just like you get used to it, okay? It's like this weird situation where you just talk to yourself on the camera, but just fake that out, zoom that out, and just go on with your talk. Don't even prepare it too much, because it should real. People want to see that you're vulnerable. People want to see that you are real. So it's okay to have, you know, like sometimes you talk a little bit weird, or you like have like this mistake in it or so. Don't worry, don't worry. And your voice will always sound very weird to yourself, and it takes you at least 100 hours of recording till you get used to it. It took me very long to listen to my own voice, especially on the recordings. That's completely normal. But I just want to, I want to force you guys, you know, like smash the lives out, because it's gonna make a massive difference between you, your potential customers, your lead, your followers, and everything. People are gonna love it. And if you hate doing live, don't worry. I mean, obviously, yeah, we're here to help. Reach out, ask questions, then no problem at all. I give you tips and tricks and advices, even more than I do in this live, is no problem at all. But I really would like to see you guys setting up lives more and more and more, because we're living in this unreal world, so make it at least a little bit real by showing your face every now and then, and drive as much value as possible into the whole thing. So, as I said, I just created that article for my friend. She's going to release an ebook that made me talk about that whole life stuff, and because I'm setting up a few customers at the moment and I know they are struggling with their lives. You know who you are if you're watching this. But I will also push her, you know, like I will push her and him like completely in this direction to do this lives, because there is no way to avoid that, especially not if you want to scale up your business, if you want to grow your business, and if you're not already super famous. There is no way to avoid that, unfortunately, and even the super famous people are doing their lives, you know, like everyone shows his face on camera, everyone gets very real with what's going on, and you're gonna do the same. No way to avoid that, and it's very easy these days. If you got it, you can do it on your phone. I like to use Zoom as an additional software if we do the interviews, which is a super powerful tool. You can even do cross-spotting and stream in other groups. You know, like the sky is the limit. There are so many endless possibilities, but even by doing it on your phone, it gives you the opportunity to interact with your customers directly by having them on the screen directly and getting through the comments. Like I said, I'm not very good at that by just creating too much multitasking, but it's definitely something you're gonna leverage and you're gonna learn, and then you're gonna smash it out. All right, guys. One last thing, by talking about lives, we're gonna have a live interview tomorrow talking to Paul Thompson. We just met today. We know each other for a while, but just on camera. Today we met in person. I was blown away by this entrepreneur. He is the man, the absolute man for online video courses. He smashed them out. He is highly professional. He does like the high-ticket customers for online video courses. I never met anyone else who was so passionate about video courses, and this is the way to go to create a stable passive income. And as you guys know, we also releasing courses. I'm a big fan of doing online video courses because it really creates you that passive income once you get all the work done. But he is like the man for it. And on the other side, guys, this guy was just featured on Forbes. So this might be the last chance to talk to him before he walks down the red carpet and flies to the moon, and we never ever gonna see him in here. So please guys, join us on that. It's going to be like tomorrow 3:30 Singapore time, when we're going to do like a half an hour, maybe it's going to take us an hour. He has a lot to tell and I will listen, and I hope you guys are doing the same, so don't miss out on that. So definitely going to see you guys tomorrow. If you want to join in on the masterclass, like I said, 2 spots left, and I'm going to push you all the way through to do lives, to create content, and to leverage social media traffic to perfection. Hit me up with the message. We definitely have these 2 spots left, but I am super picky on the masterclass. I just can't get everyone on it because it's going to be a super intense program where we do like 3 months of intense coaching, setting up a complete online business and pushing this online business through social media into perfection. We take your idea, we flip it in an online business. You're not gonna get rid of me, you're not gonna get rid of Lisa, and I'm gonna bring in maybe even additional coaches if needed. So we're gonna drive as much value as possible. You get free access to our courses, you get free access to funnel startups, you know, like it's just like something I never did before, but I let 5 people, I let them in the closest inner circle ever, and we're gonna smash our businesses. So if you wanna jump on that, 2 spots left, first come, first serve. You know where to find me. I'm out for today. Thanks you very much for listening, guys. It was great. Highly appreciate. We're gonna talk tomorrow. Don't miss out on Paul Thompson, 3:30 Singapore time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.